Yo everyone, it's Three Dog, and I'm just here to talk a little bit about Game of Thrones King's Road. Now, this game is an RPG that is a little more like an action style RPG, a little more in the tradition of a game like Shadow of Mordor, or maybe a little bit like Dark Souls, although so far not quite the challenge that Dark Souls is. It is an Unreal Engine game, so if you're not into that, well, the only thing I can tell you is that this game is actually free right now on Epic Games, and that is the reason I thought maybe a short initial impressions video might be something that you guys might want to see about the kingdom of Westeros applied to an actual video game. Now, one of the things that's real interesting is that this game is definitely one of those kinds of middle of the road. You pick from a few classes. There's an assassin, and then there's a knight, and then I believe the other is a sellsword. And as you go through, you basically can use skill trees and everything to increase your character. Now you're going to just make a pretty generic looking character in the beginning. Excuse me. I tried to make mine look a little like Jon Snow just because, this Game of Thrones. And, I just thought that might be fun. But you go through and you make your character and get your thing all set, and then you are going to meet up with the storyline, which has you dealing with your ailing father and taking on his responsibility and going along to meet with your Uncle Kenneth in the Night Watch. And I do not want to spoil much of the story there. Some people really love cutscenes, and these cutscenes are done pretty well. They're not the most gloriously presented, and the graphics aren't always like triple A, but they are good and the gameplay is fluid. One thing that I did notice is that there are game spikes. Like there are spikes going on that are lagging your, battle and everything going on while you're fighting. But I gotta say that it is a pretty fun kind of hack and slash style RPG so far. Now, like I said, this is just my initial impressions. I didn't get very far into the game, and I'm not saying run out and buy it. I'm saying it's free on Epic Games right now if you want to check it out. And for free, this game is absolutely worth the time. Game of Thrones King's Road is better than some of the games that are being, put out that are charging you large amounts of money right now. So, to be real, George R. R. Martin, I'm pretty sure, did not write this story for this, but it is a good story and it has you continuing on with some stuff going on with Jon Snow. And, as you go through, you start to feel a little connected to the place already. So they do a very good job of that. Now, the one thing I can say is that there is a lot of hand holding throughout the story portion of the game. And so you are going to, in the first probably beginning of the game, very little gameplay is going to be like actually part of the game. So you're not going to get a real taste of it until you get like 4 or 5 hours in. But the different variations of combos you can do and things like that, they're fun. And for free, yeah, I definitely would recommend trying this game out. And with that, I have been Three Dog, and you guys have been awesome. Thanks again for watching and checking out the channel. You can download Game of Thrones King's Road for free on PC today, June 17th, 2025. Right now, it is available, and also you can subscribe to my channel, and that would really greatly influence the amount of videos that come out. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day.